Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in. Mike 49. You better be afraid of me. 26.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A first down throw for Prescott. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got him.
Draw play, Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, watch your leg. Here we go, 47. 58, right over there.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Matthews, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Prescott to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mac Milano able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
47. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
3rd and long for Prescott. But he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Let's get it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Spot!
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alfred Morris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen throwing again. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Singletary. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. It's complete. It's Gore. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Frank Gore, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Cowboys 14, Bills 7. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, Singletary. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
56, right there, 56. Come on, dude.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Now Austin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 47. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And a loose football, and the Bills have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen. To throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there. First down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Allen to throw once more. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now Allen again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but now it's third and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills are forced to settle for 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Singletary again. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Throwing now is Allen, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them?
Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Prescott. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Ready? 47. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Allen. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ricky.
Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards on the play. First down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys.
Here we go. Mike, 49. Get ready.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 49 to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 49. Mike, 49. Target.
A first down throw for Prescott. His throw caught. What about the 5? And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
Here we go. 49. Mike, 49. Oh, here we go. We're going to 53. 26.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A 20-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. That's going to be caught. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They come out here in the I. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got room. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Go to 54. Go to 54.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This is Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Allen. And an alley to run. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Elliott on 1st down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they take a knee.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
There we go. Quiet, ain't it? I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And they will take a knee here.
Touchdown on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they continue to be one of the best.